Start shaking the heels on you. You know, I thought you said, oh, cocaine. I thought you said cocaine. All right.
You're still living, you're still learning.
I have to know there's a part of you that needs me in your life. Our love is loyal. But that first argument they get into, if you see a punch a hole in the wall.
I'm jumping and top on the cool, about to take off to the moon. I am the cool, cameras they focus and shoot. 21 tickets to loot, give me the loot. All of my goose good hoops, they feelings they give me the boost. Send me the truth, oh they take off the roof, I'm burning the booth. Yeah, the women think I'm saucy. Tell the haters gon' get off me, I'm too bossy and too flossy. Dripping heavy like a Rari, this ain't Cardi, this Ferrari. On my shit, yeah bitch I'm bossy. Better think twice before you cross me. Why you think my haters salty?
Yo, what's up? It's your main man, Vigilante, back here over at Vigilante World. And yes, I am your favorite future rapper. And I'm back here with the Stop and Vibe podcast. I want to say shout out to my co-hosts today, which we have Stacy with the news. And over right here to my left, we have CEO. She's Consults.
Yes.
Shamia here with us on this video.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. As you see, we're having a but this is pajama night.
Yes.
Get your pajamas.
Because baby, it's time to relax.
Listen, I never knew what people meant when I was like, what the hell they mean by PJs? When you come from the hood, you don't know what the hell PJs is.
Night clothes. Don't put your night clothes on.
That's what we say. Your night clothes. Your night clothes when you're about to take your ass to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to do. But how was y'all weekend so far?
It's been busy, basketball, but other than that, that's my
basketball mom, and you, Stacy.
Oh, cooking, just cooking.
You know, I thought you said, oh, cocaine. I thought you said cocaine. I'm like, damn, cocaine on the weekend.
It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week.
How was your work week? Had to take it to the nose. Had to hit the no-dos. Well, yo.
Shoot, we will never know, huh?
I wish I had that Rick James video that said cocaine is a hell of a drug.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
What they say.
But yo, we are here today. I'm gonna take off these panda, these bear ears. I'm a bear. This is my pajamas.
Rawr.
But yo, so I told you that you say you had some questions for the Stop and Vibe podcast that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have you just take it away. Take it away. What's going on? And why did you want to know about these questions? What intrigued you about these questions first of all?
Well, I feel like it's never too old to start dating the right way. Because at 38, I'm just learning myself, and it's some questions that I should have answered, should have explored, but hey, you're never too old to learn.
I like the fact that you said no, you're never too old to learn. As long as you're still living, you're living life. So if you're living, like, live ferociously, I always say. You know what I mean? If you got the breath to live, then live it full. You know, why half-ass it or live life half full? You know, so. Yeah, I believe in that.
You're definitely still learning. If you're still living, you're still learning, definitely.
If you're living, you're still learning. Well said. So what is your first question?
I will say my first question is...
Put on my smart glasses.
Yes, because I need smart answers.
Yeah.
Smart.
Too shimmery.
Do you believe in soulmates, or is it compatibility something built over time?
I really don't believe... I think people could be, you know, your soulmates, and sometimes your soulmates could be for that time, that period of time, you know, whether they you know, life has happened with them and they come to the end of life and they had to leave you, or, you know what I mean, like incompatibility. Sometimes we tolerate what we tolerate, and we tolerate out of maybe the attraction, or we tolerate maybe out of, man, I don't put in this many years. How can I just, you know, we just tolerate it? I think love makes you tolerate. So if you can be compatible with a person and say, man, this is what I'm looking for to check off on my box, and that person checks everything, then it's like you're compatible, and y'all can coexist in each other's space. Like I couldn't be with a person that would be unwilling to compromise as a person or do anything out of spite. I'm not a spiteful person. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, when does that happen? I learned in life in my many years that people nowadays aren't, I like to say, dating with a purpose, because nowadays people are more going towards the attraction where you don't generally know someone when you're getting, so by then you're in a full-blown relationship, and now we getting on your nerves because you thought she was going to help you with the bills and all this stuff, but now she laying down, taking up all your money. You working 3 jobs, stressing out. You're looking like this, no hair. Like,
I don't know what you trying to say. This is by choice. This is by choice. This is by choice, people.
choices. Yes.
Choices. So I get that. I think people are picking people by the peel, because it's like an apple. If you ever seen an apple, it's all red on the outside, but there's some apples that are all red on the outside and looks good. As soon as you bite into it, it's dark on the inside. And they're not, I don't think people are asking the right questions when they are dating. You know what I mean? If we're dating by the eye, I'm just like, ooh, gaga. And me and you, we dating, we still in the interview phase. Because everybody say on their application that they on time. Lie. That was a lie. Everybody say they organized. That was a lie. Everybody say they are hard working and like to work good with others, but that was a lie too. So we always in this interview phase when we first get in a relationship, even friendships.
I think that as the relationship, I mean, of course, you if you're with somebody, it's because you're compatible. I think the compatibility starts at the beginning, right? But I think that as time goes on, and you guys get to know each other, and you are together all this time, and I think that as the longer that you're together and you spend this time together and you learn each other's habits and things to that nature, I think that's where the soulmate becomes. That's where you become, like, that's when you, because now you start having those conversations, because I don't think you can have those conversations, those serious soul touching conversations at the beginning when you first meet, but those soul touching conversations can continue. They may not happen as much, but they can still continue. And even until your old age, they still continue. And you can still be, I think the soulmate thing, that's something that just continues throughout your relationship.
So it's something that
you can build on.
That you build on time, yes.
But organically.
Yes.
Okay.
Organically,
yeah,
and
sure.
the person has to, both parties have to be willing to compromise.
Yes.
I have to know there's a part of you that needs me in your life. This is where I can help you improve your life at. And you have to know there's something about you that you see in me that you can improve in my life, and you're going to do everything possible to make sure you improve that in me. And I'm doing the same thing for you. So now we have this reciprocity that's going on. I'm passing you the ball, you passing me the ball. I'm passing you the ball, I'm passing you the ball. You're taking notice. You're intentional on your mate's behavior, as in, like, damn, he might be down today. I was about to talk about these dishes. I was about to talk about him leaving his clothes down, but maybe he might be tired today. Damn, baby, you tired? Why don't you go lay down? Blah, 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 blah. You got to pay attention to that, because sometimes we put ourselves first. Well, I like a clean house. Is a clean house, or your soulmate tired and he's depressed and he's hurting, come first? And the vice versa, with a man knowing that, damn, when's she gonna cook food, bro? She work, you know what I'm saying? If she worked the shift, like, man, maybe baby might be tired. If I don't feel like cooking, let me just go ahead and order something. You know what I'm saying? You have to be intentional on knowing each other's, like she says, knowing how each other feels, their moods, because sometimes people don't tell you. Sometimes they'll give you hints, and like, damn, I've been giving her hints, or I've been giving him hints, and he still ain't catching that. Sometimes you gotta just tell people. When they tell you, just believe them.
Okay. So what happens when you're already in a relationship with someone, and when all the skeletons start coming out? Let's see. The question will be, at what point or who's at fault, saying we were getting to know each other,
Right?
And it could be vice versa. One of us could be putting up a facade because, oh my, I'm really digging him.
Right.
He's coming with status. He makes me feel a certain type of way. So I'm going to embellish my life.
Okay.
And what I do. And I feel like I told him enough to get him, or vice versa. Whereas y'all are in the relationship and time has gone, and now you're realizing that this person isn't who they were.
Right.
I feel like, or the question is, who do you feel is at fault? Because I feel like that person that is getting to know you and you're starting to show signs of you're not who you said you were. How are you dating? Is it kind of you're still blinded by what you got with him? Because you can't tell me I like to do such and such and such and such. And it doesn't take long for somebody to realize that's not what you do. But by then, you're going so long. So who do you feel is at fault? The person that let things go on, or the one that put up the facade of what it was?
The person that let things go on.
Mhm.
If that person wasn't showing consistently, this is who I am. Listen, I give it this way. People in the beginning of a relationship, like you have a lot of facades or hidden things that they're hiding about maybe they feel uncomfortable about who they are. They're socially awkward or something like that. And you're getting the best of them in that first 2 to 3 months. Then we start to relax. You know what I mean? I could
that you said it perfectly. Relax.
We start to relax. I could be relaxed. Like your homegirl, you got homegirls. You could be yourself completely in front of you, and you got homegirls that you can't be yourself. Like you putting on for them, and you just can't wait for them to leave because you've been putting on for so long. And you just ready to be relaxed. And once it gets to that relaxed stage, the real person starts to come out. And if you're not a person like I thought you were this, well, why you ain't doing that? That might be an excuse the first time.
Yeah,
it might be an excuse the second time. Damn it, the third time, you ain't who you is. Like you say, if somebody tell you, "Oh, I'm not aggressive. I'm not an argumentative person and stuff." In the first argument y'all get into, because you ain't gonna really get in an argument the first month or two. But that first argument they get into, if you see that motherfucker punch a hole in the wall, he takes a door off the hinge.
That wasn't him.
He slams the car door and starts kicking shit. Do not believe him.
He said sorry. He said he wouldn't hit me no more. Stop.
You didn't see him the first month though. The first month he bought me chocolate. I also let me shit because you stuck on the first month. There's not too many people that work at a company for 5 years. There's not too many people that work at a company for 10 years. But the people who leave, that company has took notice of your bullshit right away. Damn, he was only here for 2 months. Because they know Johnny wasn't coming on time. When they told Johnny 15 minutes, Johnny took 45. You feel what I'm saying? Johnny was acting like he was clocking in early. He figured out chrono somehow. And he figured out how to clock in and clock out with nobody knowing. With nobody.
And on his phone, he like,
Johnny just acting like he's working. And I think if you could pay attention to somebody who's not walking it, how they're talking it, then that's when you gotta call them out. You gotta let them know, like, listen, like I don't really put up with this. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, your feelings are attainable to men at that time and move on.
Okay.
Now you're not wasting your time anymore. You know what I mean?
And it's funny that brings me up to another similar question is, and good thing you're a man, because I can't ask my homegirl this question. Why do you think men stay in relationships when their mental health is constantly getting beat up or neglected?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good question. Oof. That's a real good question. Because I think when you got a man that loves, he really does love her. He really, really does love her. And that love is holding on to hope that she would change, hope that she would see him, hope that she'll like, damn, do you see what I do? Do you actually see me? I love you so much. I'm willing to put off my happiness to hope that you see me. Because you don't talk to me like you used to talk to me. And we like loyal dogs. A man gonna look at an ass, he gonna look at this, he gonna look at a woman passing by. But a man that loves his woman, we're loyal to that in a sense that our love is loyal. Our love is loyal. So when we go through that phase of damn, you don't encourage me like you used to encourage me or whatever like that. You don't rub my back or how you used to do. We like dogs. And what I mean by that is like when a dog come, you'll never ever get to a point where a dog is not happy to see you come through that door. You feel what I'm saying? And when that dog sees him or her, that dog ain't saying shit. That dog might be barking. You don't understand what that dog's saying, but his body language lets you know what that dog is saying about you, that they're happy to see you.
Okay.
And just like that dog is always going to give 100% of when he sees you walk through that door. or she sees you walk through the door. So it's just like we hold on because we love enough to we're looking for that. I want you to see me how you see me.
So, what will you say some things are, or everybody's different? What are some things that you just wouldn't take for so long? Because everybody has their breaking point, and everybody has their deal breakers, or I'm not going to do this for. What are some things that men just wouldn't tolerate for too long?
I think majority of men won't tolerate for too long of being disrespected and being unhappy all at the same time. Because you gotta have a man that's not happy, but his woman respects him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? She respects him. Nope. Girl, Tyrone ain't going for that bullshit. You know, like she know him, so she'll respect that or whatever. But is she happy with her? You know what I mean? So he's willing to take the lack of the 20 or 30% that he feels is missing from his relationship and deal with the 70% of her. That she gonna always be on top of me. She always make sure the bills paid on time. She's a good mother. She might not give me that every time I want it or whatever like that, but I'm gonna get it when I get it. It's gonna be good. And they willing to put up with that. But not being happy and being disrespected, because even the Bible tells you, the Bible tells man to love your woman. That's the first command that the Bible tells a man to do about a woman. Love your woman. You know, the first is that the Bible tells the woman to do. First thing it tells the woman to do, respect your man. And that's all around respect. You got to respect that nigga when he ain't got the sword and shield in his hand, because maybe this motherfucker is getting kind of heavy. Well, why'd you just put the sword and shield right there? But you just could have easily just dropped it off. And then he say nothing. Because she's not realizing that, damn, like, maybe my baby had a day. Maybe he was putting on for everybody. He don't put on for me. Because I'm relaxed. I'm comfortable. I'm supposed to be comfortable. But now you're not realizing that it's making me uncomfortable. Now my tiredness, like, I guess my time of what I'm putting in is, I feel like it's being disrespected, or I'm not being respected for what I do bringing, you know, or he's not bringing.
So why don't men find it easier to set the precedence in the beginning of how they want to be treated, instead of months or years down the road and women put you in this box of you're supposed to do this, that, and the other, this, that, I don't care what you say, this is what it is, where you're constantly taking it, but now all of a sudden down the road, you're okay, listen, I don't like when you do that. So why is it hard for men to set that in the beginning, set those boundaries?
I think the biggest thing is this right here, is that for one, men don't open up their mouth. The majority of men don't open up their mouth. It took me a long time to understand who I was, what I wanted, and what I would tolerate, what I would put up with, what I would tolerate, what I won't tolerate, and to be able to communicate that to anybody. Whether I deal with you in business, whether I deal with you in family, whether I deal with you in a relationship, whatever. I have to put up my force field that makes me feel at peace. If I'm not at peace, I can't do business with you. And if I'm not at peace, I can't do it. The relationship ain't gonna last that long. So men have a problem of communicating, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And just like other women do it too, we'll just throw it to the side and think, oh no, she didn't mean it that way. He didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean? But how many times is she gonna do that and not mean it? You know what I mean? When it's gonna be like meaningful. So it's like we have to get to a point where we have a checkoff list of what we'll tolerate. I encourage everybody to make a list of what you want in an individual. And if that person that you're dating is not hitting 3 checklists, it is not the person. And that means you're willing to override what you actually stand on. I'm not talking about materialistic stuff like he got to make $100,000. I'm talking about a person being a person. If you want a supportive person, you want somebody that communicates, you want somebody that won't get physical with you, somebody that you don't want an alcoholic, you don't want this person, like put it down. But if you go in there and you thinking that you're going to deal with the 30% because you think you could fix the other 70, you are sadly mistaken. Mm-hmm. And that's what some people do. They think they could save people. Yo, if that person is unwilling to save themselves, you cannot save them. And you think your love is going to save. If I show her, if I show him how much I love her, it's going to change her. No, that person has to be willing to change. That person has to be willing to change, has to have the will to change. I'm willing to change for you to show, no, I'm about you. I love you. I'm willing to change. If they don't got that will, forget about it. No matter what you buy them, how much sex you give them, how many times you say I love you till you blue in the face, until they come over with that, I need to change, I got to change, and they won't ever change. They have to come to themselves first.
Okay. I get that. Well, why is it that I can't just be biased against our women now. Let me put something in there about you men.
Yes, please.
If there is someone that you're dating, you love, and it's just whatever. And I know this is a question that always comes up, but it's the views and everybody's different. Why do you feel that some men just can't get it together when they have someone that is loving them in their love language and making sure they're the king of the castle, making sure their load is light? Because I know when I'm dating someone, especially a Black man in America, they're fighting so many battles outside of the house. I will always want to be their peace. So if I'm being your peace and making you the king of this castle, how is it that there's men that have all of that and a woman that genuinely love them? How can they easily cheat on them?
Well, I think a lot of men, they know what they got. And I think also a lot of women might you're gonna deal with lust. You're gonna deal with lust as a man. Like, say for instance, that man is, you treat him like the king of the castle. Some men are not that mature enough to know what it's like to lose somebody that needs to be behind you like this, because sometimes they're more worried about an image than anything. That man is more worried about looking like a player than anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? All these girls checking me out, you know what I'm saying? But all these girls ain't whatever glitter ain't gold. You know what I mean? And it takes maturity over time to understand that. You know what I mean? It takes maturity over time to understand that. And I would say that it takes to say, what are you being loyal to? What are you being loyal to? If this is somebody you want to actually build with, you know what I mean, then be truthful. If it's not, if you in this phase and you dating, I would say the best thing for you to do is just be completely honest. You know, don't string nobody along. Same thing, being upfront. You know what I mean? Like, tell people straight up. You know what I mean? Man, you dating people? Hey, I'm dating people right now. Are you thinking about settling down? And sometimes we push the envelope to get these people to settle down. Because sometimes these people showed you their action that it wasn't settling down. They out 3 o'clock in the morning partying, 4 o'clock in the morning partying, or whatever like that. And we push the envelope. We push the envelope saying, "Oh, we in a relationship." But he already showing you what he doing. He already turning up.
That's because I realize you guys have a tendency of doing this. And please shut me down if I'm wrong. You guys will place women in this box of, and we can't, and I feel like this is all women's problems, that you can come into a situation and say, I just had a long relationship. I'm not into dating right now. I'm not looking for nothing serious. So we can still vibe. We can still do what we do. We can still go to dinner. They're doing the dinner. They're calling every day. They're doing the relationship without the title, because they're still going off of, I told you I didn't want no relationship. I told you what it was in the beginning. So when you see Susie, Sally, and Sarah and a little bit of Daniels and Jack in your phone, how we get mad?
True, but the thing about it is that you should have never gave him the cookie. You can't be talking about we're gonna just talk. He tell you that I'm just out here dating, and he calling, he doing relationship moves. He can do the relationship move, but don't give him the cookie. Because it's letting him know what you are unwilling to tolerate with. You gotta let him
gotta
know.
see if it still works.
You
So
got
if it don't work, when I do want to put it on him, how we supposed to know? We got needs just like y'all.
man. Listen, let that nigga get a whiff. Get that whiff. That's it. That's all you get is a whiff.
And the taste test, like the taste
That's
test.
Hey, if you can hold off and put it that way, trust me, a lion gonna be a lion. You like, I gotta hunt the big game. I'm tired of eating these rabbits and little ferrets and shit. I gotta hunt the big game. I need me a zebra. You know, I need to get me a Clyde there. I need a, you know, and when you put on, start shaking the ears on them. You know?
Wow.
Boy, what a black grizzly in the house. Boy, yeah. But yeah, if you do that and you don't just go ahead and like give it up, you know what I mean? And but you let them know how high you see your value as a person, whatever like that. You let them know how you see your body as a person. Because a lot of guys, if they hit a chick on the first day, 9 times out of 10, oh, she easy. Because in our heads and all our thinking, we figure that's what you do on all your dates, that's not true. But the immaturity level of guys that think that, and then you have the other guys that think that, no, she was just feeling me. She was just digging me. And we made a conscious effort to, you know what I'm saying?
Because y'all, first of all, we go into it. Y'all niggas is the easiest thing to get. So you drop them draws faster than anything. So who's the hoe, to be honest?
The thing about it is that,
because Bert, let's get to it.
Okay.
You bought my drinks at the club.
True.
You got this hotel.
Absolutely.
And you dropped them draws. So who technically is the hoe here?
You knew what time it was, didn't
you?
You walk through those double doors in the hotel, right? You knew what was gonna go on.
Yes, a prayer meeting.
Yeah.
We're going to lay hands on each other in the
at room one at room 112. Room 112. Talking about. Do you still say you got that soul back? You need massage? Yeah, right there. Oh, I'm sorry you feel this way, baby. I'm sorry you feel this way. So yeah, it's on both ends because you're in that. Look at dogs. What they do? Hey, the male go and sniff on that thing. You know what I'm saying? She'll go. Then she'll go, get off me, right? Right. I don't want nothing from you. He go. And she let him sniff it a little longer. See, that's the game. And so my dog started jumping on him. He's like, like. I was saying, you just keep on jumping. He's like, let's go ahead and get him some.
All that begging, like, so you still have yet to answer my question. Who the hoe here?
You gotta understand. I say it like this: if that woman that slept with 100 men, right, and that man that slept with 100 women, it's something about that man that let 100 women give him access to them. Mm-hmm. It's something about him. Now, for that woman that gave access to 100 men, what about those 100 men that made her give access to herself? Think about that. 100 men gain access to you. All different sets of minds, blah, 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 blah. But it's something about this guy that got access to 100 different women. So obviously it's something about him. Whether it's his charm, it's his charisma, whether it's his good looks, it's something about him that gained that access to that woman, or his mindset, how he carries himself, his maturity. It's something about him that said maybe 100 women say, oh, I'm jumping on that. I don't even got to be relationship. I just got to have it. Now, what about 100 men that made that woman give up access to 100 men? You feel what I'm saying? Women are valued more than men. On the Titanic, when that bitch was singing, who they said, women and children. Keep the dicks on the boat. keep them penises on the boat. Penises stay on the boat. We want the women and children.
It could be in 2025 because I identify as a 13-year-old girl. Like, no.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow.
And then what?
I identify as a life raft. I need, I need to be on that boat. I need to be on that boat. But yeah, that's I think the women are always going to be seen in society wise and just truthful wise because you guys are more of that temple, and that man is going in your temple. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's just like you're going to be looked at as in society's her. Oh, she's a hoe.
She's a hoe.
What do you think, Stacey?
She's a hoe. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way that we will be looked at. If we will be the host. Yeah.
And the thing about this, women will be the hoes, and men will be the broke ass, pigeon ass niggas, scrubs. You don't want no scrub. You don't want no simp. You don't want no weak man. Blah 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 blah. So look at the extremes. One is she give herself to everybody, and the other is he ain't got enough to give me. She give herself to everybody, and he don't got enough to give me. And those are totally the two extremes of men and women when dating. Think about it. A woman right now, she want a nigga to make $100,000 to $300,000. He got to take care of all her bills. He needs to be giving her $5,000 to $10,000 a month. She not working because she don't work. It's all about what can you give me, what you have to bring to the table, materialistic things. Yep. So men going out to do what? We get materialistic things. Mm-hmm. We get the big chain. We get cars that say, I got money. And what y'all do? Y'all break y'all neck. The majority of women gonna break their neck. Damn, I wonder what he do. Damn, I wonder how much money costs. How much? It's all a scale y'all weighing on. And then we weighing that on the same scale of how many partners you done been with. How many people you done just gave yourself to? Did you look at yourself like a diamond? Because if you was a diamond, your value shouldn't be that you've been with this plethora of men. Like I heard a girl say a body count of 1,000 men. Like that's crazy. In a lifetime, yo, 1,000 men.
A lifetime. This one,
in a lifetime, 1,000 men. Yo, that's crazy. Like I think your sexuality mentally is all jaded. Think about that. Like it's not really like just jaded, like just seared. There's no sensuality to it. There's no stimulation to it at all. It's just a shut up and bust a nut and go to sleep. You got time to be over 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they're secret lesbians and a man can't do it for them and they didn't realize that yet.
Secret
lesbians. Well, I always wanted to ask a lesbian this question. I always wanted to say this. Stacey, I see you looking at me. Stacey, I always wanted to ask the question. If a woman is a lesbian and she's supposed to be attracted to a woman, why do most of the women that woman is dating look like men and dress like men and carry themselves like men?
Well, I just would like to believe that I would just like to believe that they are attracted to the masculine of it, but don't want to deal with the masculine
of it. I get it.
Like,
I get it.
Yeah, she all masculine. I know she ain't
masculine.
You know what I'm saying? She all masculine, but I know she ain't the masculine.
But then I feel like of what I have come across on TikTok, because TikTok show you a lot of things. Yeah. There's the ones that just like boy clothes, and there's the ones that actually think they real niggas.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can say that.
Okay. But my thing is, you will never ever see a stud dating another butch. And it's probably out there, but I've never seen it. Have you ever seen a butch date? No. Butch on butch?
It's stud on stud.
Stud on stud.
And it's trying to get normalized, I see. Like I say, you see a lot on TikTok. It's been a big trending topic of it's been a big fight in the TikTok girlies that they feel like it's just some of their views of it's just too gay, but then if it's like we're lesbians and we like women, and at the end of the day, you get the same thing between your legs. So I feel like it's different levels to it because.
But listen, doesn't that, and I'm playing devil's advocate, doesn't that say that's just confusion? Like, you know what? You too gay for me. You too heterosexual for me.
It's too gay. Like, hey, like, no.
You over the gator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's too gay. It's some things that's just too gay.
they ain't going that way.
No.
They ain't going that way. I guess like you said. So at the end of the day, you're saying that's trying to get normalized now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, they're both women, but I don't even feel like it's something that's just in that community, because at the end of the day, even in hetero relationships, you have your preference. So I feel like it's no different in the different communities, because at the end of the day, you may like a BBW, you may like a slip.
Well,
it's all about preference.
Yeah,
Then you got
it
some of
is.
them that go as far as I don't like black girls. I don't like. And
Well,
it's
you
just
talking about,
so-
but you talking about appearances. You talking about adding in color, whatever. Like what you talking about? I'm not even talking about aesthetics. I'm talking about mannerisms, solely mannerisms. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you like you like the same sex, then why do you date the people that have the mannerism of the opposite sex? I think maybe because they still want the image of masculinity, and maybe that makes the other think I still get to keep my femininity. You know what I mean? That's being girly and everything like that. But I have this masculinity, and maybe some dudes just have done you wrong, and you've come to the point where I ain't dealing with guys no more. I'm gonna deal with stud guys. I don't know what they call it. I'm gonna deal with somebody who has the image of a masculine man. But I don't think you look at it that way. But the masculinity is still the person is still attracted to. So that's why they dating them.
Yeah.
And I've heard some girls even tell me that they use that as a source of protection. You know what I mean? Because things that have happened, if I present myself as a masculine man, then they feel protected because nobody won't mess with them. You know what I mean? So I get that. So it might be from trauma and stuff like that, So that's different versions I've heard. So that's why I felt like I should ask a question. So I guess I'm asking you guys a question too.
Next question. How do you feel about open relationships, and do you think they can work out in long term?
Stacey's already answering her answer.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that a relationship, a true relationship, well, two people, it's two people. When you start inviting other people into that relationship, and you think it's going to last, it can't. It can't. I think a relationship is so sacred between two people, and bringing in other people into that mix, I think that it creates chaos. Maybe not the beginning. The beginning may be all lovely. It eventually will create jealousy, for sure.
So what do you feel? Okay. Is there a difference between an open relationship and a poly relationship? Or are they one and the same?
To me, I think they're one and the same. I truthfully, I don't even look at me. An open relationship, I'm out. I'm out. Nope. I am not. I wouldn't even consider it.
So how you think the people survived with it or did with it in the Bible?
No.
Solomon.
She said she ain't there.
No,
She not there.
But it's been there. Solomon 700 wives, 400 concubines.
And I'm sure that they felt some kind of way about it. I'm sure I'm sure that then they felt some kind of way. You know, I'm sure the main bitch still felt some kind of way too. You know, because you got to share your man with all these other women, and you know, I don't no. Mm-mm.
So what we say? He just need a certain amount. He just need a certain amount.
Nope.
Well, doesn't the Bible say that you have to be able to afford it if you're going to have more than one wife?
Yeah. Like they have to be taken care of. They have to be taken care of. Like I guess back in the even in biblical days, like if a man's brother lost his life, like he would marry the woman. But you gotta understand, a lot of marriage took not that it took place just off of that, but he would marry her just out of protection, because a man had to have a not a say so over you, but a say so that, oh no, she's answered for. You feel what I'm saying, for protection, or she'll just be used and abused. You know what I mean? People will take advantage of her or whatever. But if his name is on her, that's why a woman takes a man's last name. If his name's on her, that means she is spoken for.
Okay.
What's your view?
My view, I think it could. I think it could. Depends on where you at. I think for some people you can't. You know what I mean? Because that's not the way those people function. That's not the way they roll. And I think in order for anything like that to work, that you would have to have a set of like rules and stuff like that. You have to be open to and stuff like that. But you know, people make it work. And some people don't make it work. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just for the people that know how to make it work. And that's where they had it, because at the same time, relationships change over time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what that couple was, I seen they just started opening their relationship or whatever like that. Not open their relationship, but it's like saying, yo, the actor, I forgot the actor lady's name, but she doesn't, in the past 30 years, she doesn't live with her husband.
I know.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And they live in different states and everything.
Whoopi's like that. I think.
So you think
Shuri? Who's the mom that played on Moesha?
Yes, her.
Yes.
Her.
She's like that. And been living like that for 30 years or whatever like that. You think she ain't got no friends? You think he ain't got no friends?
They're very busy people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They keep busy.
But now, do you think they still genuinely like love each other? And it's still that still same affection there? If their relationship is like that, and you live in different states and different homes and stuff like that.
I think if your love language isn't quality time or physical touch, yes. Because I strongly, not want to say strongly believe, because that ain't me. You got to be in my skin. Like, that's why I need you to be in my skin. But if that's not your love language, you're okay with not being around them all the time, because distance make the heart grow fonder. Then those are times where you're not spending so much time together, but while you're together, you can focus on why we're together, why we're lasting, why I fell in love with you, because you get to see that all over fresh again. Every time and time again. So I feel like it could work if your love language cannot be quality time or physical touch. And I feel like love language in relationships
So you're trying to say if that person is not into quality time and not into physical touch and stuff like that, then it could work.
It could work. Because if my whole thing is quality time, if I'm used to, say we have a schedule of every 2 weeks, if you're busy and it's coming to 3 weeks and 4 weeks because you really have a business going, or you have your life and we can't uproot and be together, if that routine is off, you're going to start questioning, well, he never did this or she never did this. So if that's something that you long for or want, it's definitely not going to work.
I wonder what the people are saying in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. But was that your last question?
Yeah. I think it was a lot of my questions kind of coincided with everything.
No, and those were super good questions. Those were very super good questions. But we are coming down to the end of our Stop and Vibe podcast. I appreciate y'all for stopping. I appreciate you for vibing. Shout out to my co-host Stacy with the news, the progress chick in the game.
Still broke. Still got lint in my pocket.
Gotta crawl for your ball.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And shout out to my guest co-host, the CEO of She's Consults.
Yes.
Shamia.
That's me.
Pull up gang serious now. You think she on her way? She is on her way. She on speaking knock at the door real quick. But y'all, Vigilante here at Vigilante World, your future favorite rapper. Until next time, peace, love, and God bless. And remember, be good, because you're good at it.
Subscribe.
Right now.
Jokers on you, I don't really wanna shoot, but if I got two, nigga, take two. Haters gon' hate, please stay the fuck in my way. Please stay the fuck in my way. Haters gon' hate, you don't give a fuck, but say you as long as you don't come my way. Haters gon' hate, please get the fuck in my way. Please get the fuck in my way. Haters gon' hate.